Good morning, guys. Welcome to Social Studies class. A nation divided is our topic today. A nation divided. We have been talking about important people from the southeast uh, of United States. We talk about some presidents. So today we're going to talk about Civil War, the Civil War, because the nation was divided due to or as a result as a civil war. Many people of Charleston in South Carolina were excited by the battle at Fort Sumter. They were ready for war. This is the Fort Sumter, and how they fought.
Wow.
Look at the ships attacking the fort. The Civil War began in 1861 and lasted for 4 years. Why civil war and not just a war? It is called a civil war because it was a war between two groups in the same country. Okay? In the United States. On one side were the northern states called the Union. The Union, it's the blue states. This one, the dark blue. They continue to call themselves the United States of America. Okay, Ryan. And the red one, the red states are called Confederate States of America. And this one, which is this light blue, are border states.
Light blue.
Yeah, because this one is como la frontera. Aquí, these states were not involved in the war, in the Civil War. On the other side were the southern states called the Confederate States of America, or the Confederacy, the red ones, okay, the red ones. A confederacy is a group of countries or states, because the war set northern states against southern states. Some people call the Civil War the war between the states. Okay. The Civil War was also known as war between the states because these states were against these others. Slavery was one important issue. Look at this word. Issue. Slavery was one important issue of the Civil War. Northerners and Southerners argued over whether slavery should be allowed in the new states added to the nation. Slavery, do you remember what slavery means? Slavery, do you remember? Slavery is it is a condition, okay? It is like a condition of when people work
I have
against.
But why salary was one important?
Say it again.
Why salary was one important issue?
Because they were discussing, they were discussing if slavery should be allowed. Si slavery tenía que ser permitido. What was slavery? Slavery was forced people to work against its will, against his or her will. So these people eran esclavos. Slavery is esclavitud. So they were discussing, they were arguing if slavery should be allowed, si tenía que ser permitida or no, in the new states added to the nation. This one, slavery, was one important issue. Northerners thought they had a right to bring slaves. The Southerners, who are the Southerners? The red one, these states, the south, at the south of the country. These Southerners thought they had a right to bring slaves as their property. So they agreed. They agree with slavery, the Southerners, but the Northerners disagree. So that's why slavery was an important issue of the Civil War. How people felt about their state and their country was another important issue. Many Southerners thought that each state should have more control over what its citizens could do. Many Northerners thought that the national government should have more power. So here you have the Civil War, okay? These one represent the two groups of states, the Northerners and the Southerners. The Northerners thought this one, that the national government should have more power. And the Southerners want to bring more slaves as their properties. Abraham Lincoln, who was running for president in 1860, agreed with these Northerners. When he won 7 Southern states, this one, 7 Southern states, and might even pass laws to eliminar, this one, slavery, okay? Abolir, eliminar, cancelar, slavery. In time, 4 more states seceded, se rindieron. These 11 states formed their own country called the Confederate States of America. Now, let's watch a video related with the topic. In the video, we could see many factors that causes the war, the Civil War. Now let's copy these questions and answers. Questions, the answers are pretty short. The first one, when did the Civil War begin? Copy, please. I'm watching your cameras, and some of you, I think, don't have the notebook ready to copy. Copy, please. When did the Civil War begin? I'm asking for the year. Copy, please. When did the Civil War begin? Gabriel, show me your notebook. You are one student that is not copying. And you are laughing. I guess you are watching something else. The answer, in 1861. Civil War began in 1861. Daniel, show me your notebook, please. The notebook, Daniel. Hello, Daniel. Show me your notebook, please. Daniel. Show me your notebook, Daniel. You are not copying. Yeah, but you're not copying. Question number 2. How long did the Civil War lasted? How many years, class?
4 years.
4 years, exactly. It lasted for 4 years. 3. What is a civil war? And not just a simple war. What is a civil war?
It's a war to the same country.
In the same country, exactly. It is a war between 2 parts in one country. Okay, between two groups in one country. It is a war between two groups in one country. It's the movie Avengers Civil War. It is a war that happened in the United States. It happened in that country. That's why it is called Civil War. And it was a war between superheroes. Superheroes divided in two groups, in the good ones and in the bad ones.
Repeat the name of the movie.
Number 4, name the two sides of the Civil War. One group receive a name and the other group receive another name. Do you remember the names of those two groups? Gabriel, you have to send me a picture. You are not copying. You're passing the pages. Do you remember the names of the groups? The two groups that fight in the Civil War?
North and South.
The Northerners and the Southerners. One group was called Confederate States and the other one the Union. The Union and the Confederacy. So these are the two groups, the two sides of the Civil War of the United States. What is a confederacy? What is a confederacy?
It's a union of persons.
States. It's a group of countries or states. That's a confederacy. And the last one, what was one important issue of the Civil War? What was one important issue of the Civil War? What? Important issue. What was that important issue of the Civil War?
Slavery.
Yes, it is. Slavery. The slavery was one important issue. Slavery, exactly. So these one are the 6 questions.
Why did you put the last answer in black?
Because it has a little bit green y para que usted lo vea mejor, that's why I put it in black. The slavery.
I finished, Miss Santiago, to copy the 6 questions. And
Oh, 6 questions and answers. Okay, remember that social studies?
I finished the copy.
And why you don't change the background? The back.
It could be. I would think about it for next presentation. Okay, remember that social studies class has no homework this week. Thank you for your attention, guys.